So I'm trying to sort out the problems I've got with this thing and the what seems incorrect alignment of the stators now that I basically put some more weld on the bearings, so I'm going to be trying to sort that out. And this is obviously the rest of the turbine on the frame, as it were. This whole project's just been one big massive long journey of taking stuff apart and putting it back together again. I'm waiting on some collars to completely finish this, but for now I'm going to get these two things out and get the stator taken off and see how good the brackets are, in case any problems there. These things have got so many scratches on the wires. Need to get them in and tested properly. There's a little B and the B that I've just stamped in it because they both look very similar. Tiny things please tiny minds, they say. But it's a shiny spinning thing. Woo. Anyway, stop being silly. So what I'm thinking my best option for optimal alignment may be to weld a collar on there. Right, we're going to try and get this lined up a bit better. That one around the other side went in beautiful, look at that. Jesus Christ. Let's get it undone. You can have a look. You can hear the fire going in the background. A load of scrap wood in it. Nice penetration from that side. So this one now has a bearing on each collar on each side, so should be more stable on the shaft. So now just this one to do. You know I like my epic optical illusions. One more. Yeah, that's pretty good. So we get some kind of shenanigans going and weld this on. Obviously, because this will be on the inside, the grub screw hole will not be being used because it will not be able to be located easily. I can't hit the bolt or we've got problems. Got another blobzilla there, look. So there's beautiful colours to the penetration. Whoa, flashback, grab it. Yeah, boys, woo! She's glowing the hat. Lovely. And hopefully it'll be worth all the hard work. Look at that bit of the earth cables mullered, look. it's still hot. It's still really hot. Yeah, looks nice. Like a little metal lollipop. Hello, metal lollipop. Yeah, that looks alright to me. I might even give it a go over with a grinder. But yeah, they should be a lot better having one collar either side. There's a tiny bit on them. Tiny little bit of movement, but once it's got the bolt in there, it's going to be super cushy. Let's tighten the bolt up. This bolt is on the way out. It's getting a bit of a wobble. Yeah, that is super solid. No movement at all. So yeah, that was a success, and I think that's going to be a lot better. So it's time to try putting this thing back together again. Try and get it lined up properly. Now we try and slide the bearing assembly on. See that pull it's got? Whoa, that doesn't sound good. See what, it seems pretty level. There's the square. Yeah, that's pretty level. See if we can notice anything really sticking out. Whoa! I don't know if you can see the damage to the coil there. Go and have a cup of tea. Let's suss it out. Ooh. can see that isn't going far enough. Right, anyway, at least we know. So let's go half the width of a column. That seems better. So now I've got to rebuild the other one. Finger, 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 finger. Ouchie, 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 ouchie. Got that. Touch my fingers. Now I do not know what this is going to be like. Oh, we might be on a winner here, guys. That's not bad, you know. That's better than I could have hoped for when I thought I'd ruin the whole thing. Let me get a close-up of the bearings. Now that's as close in as I can get. But you can see the inner sleeve of the bearing should be staying still, and the other one should be moving. So it's just rolling over the shaft rather than, I don't know what the right word is for it, to be honest. So yeah, it's not running as smoothly as it could be, but I think after the potential disaster it's not actually too bad. So yeah, that's a really good result for now. It will be rebuilt when it's ready to go in the turbine. As soon as it wouldn't even turn the other day. A lot of work, and it's getting there. Peace! Now the next job is to sort this bad boy. Right, I'll try and explain very briefly what I'm trying to do. I need something which will allow me to connect these on there. I can't weld them into the rubber inside of the bearing, so what I'm going to do is I'm cutting out a square or an octagon, it won't be a perfect circle, of this plate, which will have to have a 25mm hole drill through it if my drill bit's up to it, and then we can stack these on there and weld it all together, because there's no way of fixing this to the shaft. It may be, the way I'm going to do it may not be good enough, but we'll find out eventually, won't we? So the outer bit right at the top, it does get wider at the bottom. That is 61mm. So if we can get something 61mm wide, that should be good enough. 25mm drill bit, hopefully. Yep. It's already done a couple of plate wheels, so I don't know how much life it's got left in it. We'll soon find out. I'm going to do the first holes with a 12mm Bosch one. So this Bosch one has cut through, has done about 50 things, and it's still more or less perfect. And this Tool Station one has done two 8mm sheets of steel, 2 8mm thick, so we'll see how that goes. Well, it took its time, but it ate through it in the end. Thank you, Mother Drill, we love you. You little beauty. Oh dear, they're a bit tight. Get the Dremel. Let's see if that tiny little bit's made any difference. Sweet, lovely and snug. So how it's going to go on is going to be one of these at the back, towards the back end. This is the front end. Then one of these. That goes on, then that goes on. And then we have our last collar, or maybe two, as I have two. So, and the only way we can join it is via these holes to the shaft, as we have done with everything else. That's the way I planned it. That's the way we're going to try it. If it ends in disaster, then so be it. But that's the plan. Now, I may actually just leave those square, because it doesn't matter. I could do without all the dust and the other crap. So the job now is to weld it all together. Just going to go outside and clean these bits where they're going to be contacting with the collar and also with the beast device. Looking a bit better? Let's get it done. That's now sandwiched together, basically how it's going to be welded. So without further ado, let's get her ready. Now, when I am welding, I don't want anything in this bolt hole. Okay, we want 4 good bits on either corner will do, then 4 bits on the bish bosh. But it's squeezed together nicely, there shouldn't be any movement. Tricky angle. That was nice. Look at that. Pro legend. Beautiful. Lovely, look at that. Might look like a dog's dinner, but that's tougher than the Titanic, that bad boy. Ooh. Whoa, it's a serious flash. Ah! Oh. So yeah, that's it for now. I shall update you in the next day or so. Please see some very nice photographs I've added on to the end. Peace.